You know what they say about people with blue hair? They tend to be pretty cool. My friend Joe always has cool hair, so I asked him if I could give him a free haircut for some content. He's never had a design before, so I just kind of did a freestyle design. His natural hair color is fairly light, so I figured if I did a number 1 for the length, it would reduce the contrast of the design, making it more soft. And the reason why I want the design to be softer is because I want the color and the texture on top to be the focal point of his hair. And if the design was really bold and stood out, it would look cool, but I think it would distract from that a little bit. I want the design to be like an accent that helps make the hair look a little cooler, rather than trying to make it the whole reason why it looks cool. I did a little taper on the back, and even though you're not really going to see it because his hair will lay over it completely, I put these X's here just because it felt like something needed to be there. And since the right side had those like intersecting lines, I thought it would look cool to just do a lot of parallel diagonal lines on the other side. And of course I will sharpen them up a little bit with my straight razor. When I'm working with a disconnected haircut, I do the clipper work first and then get the hair wet and do the scissor work, which is the opposite of what I would normally do, since I usually like to build the shape first and then just ride my clipper work right up into the scissor work. But I didn't really want to cut the top a whole lot shorter for Joe. I did some point cutting for the perimeter so we could see a little bit more of the design poke through. Having the hair long enough to hang over some of the design just further adds to that accent effect and not making it the focal point. Joe gets his hair done pretty often by his hairstylist Meg, who is amazing. So when doing the length and the layers, there wasn't a whole lot that needed to come off. So after cutting in my shape, I like to blow dry in halfway style, so that way I can see where we need to texturize and take more weight out. Since we are working with processed hair, I want to use a good product line with clean ingredients. So I'm going to spray in some tonic by Colton King and follow it up with their Style forming lotion. This combo will put some moisture back into the hair, as well as providing a little bit of control. I definitely don't want to raw dog his hair with the blow dryer. Since it's been lightened, that could cause some damage. But I tend to use product on anyone when I'm blow drying, but especially with anyone who has processed hair or if they just naturally have hair that's more dry. So now I'm going to pop the Colton King cape back on and do some texturizing. I'm using my 40 tooth texturizers, and since Joe has fine hair, this will create more volume and give us wispy ends that will look really cool once it's all styled. To finish off the style, I'm using Colton King hair powder. There are a lot of hair powders I would not use on processed fine hair because they would often dry it out too much, but this one is pretty mild, so I don't have to worry about that. But here is Joe before, and here he is after. I had a lot of fun doing this style, so I really appreciate Joe letting me have creative freedom. Shout out to Meg at The Soul Collective for doing his amazing color. Let me know what you think in the comments. Follow me for more haircut tutorials, especially if you like more alternative styles like this one. If you want to check out the scissors I'm using, go to nagamakishears.com and use the code BREAK for 15% off. And I will get out of your hair now.